All right. We just got a ton of data from Ada County assessors, appraisers, Donato and Ron DeRoost. And thank you for sharing it. Thank you for being here. Thank you for talking to AVID Investors.
Thank you very much. Really.
Some of the key takeaways that I got, first off, is we just got hit with a ton of numbers, and I wrote them all down because you don't all have to know and understand every single thing they said. You've got a resource. You've got us at Swope Investment Properties. We'll use this data to price your properties. We'll use this data to help you understand whether you can make a legitimate appeal. And we'll be the first to tell you this looks right on market, or hey, I think you have a case, and we'll help with that. That's part of the services that we offer, just because we're in the industry. So if some of it was a lot, don't worry about it. Thank you for giving us a lot to work with here. Hopefully we can help you guys. Donato in Residential told us that he's adjusting 0.25% up per month when he's looking at sales. So prices have been rising, and when we're looking at a comparable sales, we're seeing it having gone up 0.25% a month. The higher end sales have increased lately. There's a lot of cash in this valley. The cash sales have increased. So that's the amount of money people have, but also the fact that interest rates have really promoted using cash for purchases, of course. Rents have stabilized in both residential and commercial, they reported. In fact, in commercial, we've seen maybe 30% of the properties offering concessions when it comes to re-renting. And I think you said, Ron, there was in the previous 2 years, a 20 to 40% increase, was it, in rents?
Yep.
Wow. So that's, now we're stabilized. That can't last forever. The expenses you said were stabilized, which was surprising because it seems like things are still going up, but.
As a percentage of the overall income. So as the income goes up, expenses are gonna go up, but they're not going up a tremendous amount.
Okay, okay. And then prices, we're seeing prices push down 5 to 6% or so. And even more so in the larger apartment complexes. The big question we've been asking is units. What do we have coming online? And if you add all of the units together, we had 1,318 units come on in 2023. And there's a lot more coming down the pipeline. We've got another 5,500 permitted in commercial and another 24,000 somewhere in the pipeline. Do we have the population growth to keep up with it? Well, it grew about 1%. And last year at 5669 in 2023, and that was the slowest. No. Yeah. And then our sales in 2023 were actually a lot slower. The slowest volume we'd seen in 8 years. As a real estate agent, I felt things really calmed down as well. So our sales were down, our population is growing, but not insanely. And then our vacancy, they're running around 5% for a vacancy rate these days. And some trends, we've got some multi-generational living to absorb in units. We've got, in terms of purchasing apartments, some of the builders aren't even letting go of them. They're keeping them. And as always, your assessment notices come out around the holidays, around Memorial Day. And so we need to appeal early. So holler right away if you think that yours is a miss. You want to call them early, appeal it informally first. Their goal is to be accurate within 10%. And I think you guys are really hitting that. We've definitely seen values. We used to like it because they were kind of low, you know.
Hear that all the time.
Yeah.
You guys are 20% below market all the time.
Right.
That's not the case anymore.
We miss that.
You should be so lucky. Yeah.
Other highlights?
Pardon?
Well, those are the highlights, guys. But holler if you need the deeper information. These guys are a huge resource for us. Again, thank you so much for being here. Round of applause.